Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Killat404, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to get a Sylveon in a relatively fast manner. As you guys know, I do have Pokemon Y, and I did complete that game in a live stream Let's Play, and actually I've been playing a lot of my Pokemon Y profile. I've been doing a lot of stuff, one of which is of course completing the Pokédex, and of course I need to get a Sylveon if I want to do so. So I did get a Sylveon, and I've also did a little bit of experimentation and research and found a pretty fast way to get Sylveon. I know a lot of people on forums and other videos has said that Sylveon is kind of like a really annoying Pokemon because it takes a long time to get. However though, if you use my tactics in this video, it'll probably only take you about 10 minutes, assuming that you already have an Eevee with a fairy type move. So let's get on, let's just do the whole shebang, the whole tutorial. Let's assume that you do not have an Eevee at all and that you still have to catch one. So let me first, before I talk about the actual steps in doing so, let's first talk about what you actually need to do, the requirements in order to evolve Eevee into Sylveon, because as you guys know, Eevee can evolve into a bunch of different Pokemon. If you want specifically it to evolve into a Sylveon, the first thing you need to do is to get an Eevee knowing a fairy type move, and the second thing you have to do is to get Eevee to have its affection level up to level 2 in Pokemon Amie. Of course, you increase your Pokemon's affection while using Pokemon Amie. Those are the, I guess, requirements in order to get Sylveon. But like I said, let's just say that you don't have an Eevee at all. The first thing you want to do is fly over to Silage Town, which is the town where you get the second badge in the game. Fly to Silage Town, head north into Route 10, and then you're going to see a grass patch with yellow roses in it, and all you have to do is run back and forth in the grass patch, and then eventually you're going to encounter an Eevee. All you have to do is catch the Eevee, and I guess that's going to be step 0 of this tutorial and how to get Sylveon. So right now there's going to be 4 different scenarios that you have after you caught the Eevee. The first one is that you caught the Eevee at level 19, of which that means that this Eevee is going to already have a fairy type move in its repertoire, which is of course Baby Doll Eyes. So you're lucky enough to actually get a level 19 Eevee. You're already done with the first step, which is to get an Eevee with a fairy type move. Unfortunately, if you caught an Eevee at level 20 or above, you have to do a little bit more work in order to get this Eevee to learn a fairy type move. There are 3 different ways to do this. First, you can just level up the Eevee until it learns Charm at level 29. That's the first way you can do it. The second way is to actually breed more Eevees and then start with a brand new Eevee and level that Eevee up to level 9 where it does learn Baby Doll Eyes. Or the third option is just to go over to Dedamel Town and go over to the Move Relearner, give the woman a heart scale, and then you can just relearn Baby Doll Eyes that way on that Eevee. So those are 3 ways. Yes, it does take a little bit more time if you were not lucky enough to get a level 19 Eevee like I was, but I guess you can choose whatever method you think is best for you in order for that Eevee to get a fairy type move. Again, try to pick the method that's going to take the least amount of time. So either way, if you take all those scenarios into consideration, you're eventually going to get an Eevee with a fairy type move. Now, the second part of this tutorial is just to get this Pokemon, this Eevee, up to a level 2 in affection using Pokemon Amie. So what you want to do is take this Eevee and take it into Pokemon Amie, and all you have to know is that in order to increase a Pokemon's affection rating, you just have to keep feeding it Pokepuffs over and over and over again. You're going to notice when you feed it a Pokepuff that there's like a little bit of hearts, or like 2 or 3 hearts usually, that shoot out of the Eevee, and that just signifies that the Eevee got a little bit of an increase in its affection rating. Unfortunately though, you can't just do this forever. Eventually the Eevee will get full, and you have to find a way in order to feed more Pokepuffs into the Eevee, I guess, to, let's say, like digest the food that it's already ate. So what you want to do in order to bypass this limit is you want to play a mini game that takes the least amount of time, and this is where I definitely recommend you guys, after the Eevee gets full, you definitely want to play immediately after the puzzle mini game and play it on the easiest difficulty, because it only takes about 20 seconds to complete this mini game. And after you complete the mini game and you go back to Pokemon Amie, you're going to notice that the Eevee is willing to eat more Pokepuffs, and that's your chance to feed more Pokepuffs and increase this Pokemon's affection rating. So you want to do that over and over again. Once the Eevee gets full, once again, you want to go and play another mini game, play the puzzle mini game on easiest difficulty. It only takes 20 seconds, and repeat the system over and over and over again until Eevee does reach that level 2 in affection rating. And you're going to notice it when it happens, when there's a bunch of hearts just shooting out of the Eevee. That's when you know that it reached a level 2 in affection rating. After this, you met the 2 requirements. You have an Eevee with a fairy type move and a level 2 affection rating. All you have to do is now level up the Eevee 1 more level, and for demonstrative purposes, I did level up this Eevee using a rare candy, and as you can see here, after it took in the rare candy, voila, you now have a Sylveon. Congratulations, you have a pretty cool Pokemon, in my opinion, in this game, and it doesn't take that long of time if you actually use this strategy and this tutorial. Basically, in essence, you're just trying to trick the game in order for the Eevee to eat a lot of Pokepuffs in a small amount of time by playing a minigame that takes a small amount of time. So that's pretty much it. That's how to get Sylveon in Pokemon X and Pokemon Y. Please subscribe and stick by my channel if you want to see some more Pokemon content from me. You know, Let's Plays, videos, tutorials, the whole shebang. Thanks very much for watching my video. I'm out for now. Peace.